Alright, good day students. As you can see, what we have today is geometry. As you can see in figure 1G cure, line GF is tangent to the similar circles at A and B. GF is tangent to the similar circle at A and the B. If AB is the side length of the regular polygon, AB is the side length of this polygon on top, and cure M is equals to 28 cm, find the CD. You are required to find this area, this length CD, and also the area of the rectangle FDCG. Area of rectangle FDCG. Alright, so these are two questions you are required to solve. In this case, let me clean here so we have space to solve the problem. The first thing you have to do is to find the angle of the regular polygon. Find the angle of the internal angle of the regular polygon. So how do we find the internal angle or the interior angle of the regular polygon? That is this angle here. How can we get it? So the first thing we have to know is that the formula of finding the interior angle of any given polygon is n minus 2 times 180 divided by n, where n is equals to the number of the side of the regular polygon. In this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. So it's 5-sided regular polygon, which is pentagon. In this case, we have 5 minus 2 times 180 divided by 5. So use your calculator to find it. In my own calculator, I have 108 degrees. So this angle here is 108 degrees. Let me label here H. Let's call it H. We'll do some construction. We'll do some construction in order to solve this problem. In this case, join AQ. If you join AQ, this is AQ. Join AQ. So use a ruler. You can use a broken line or straight line. So you may I would like you to know that this diagram may not be 100% drawn to scale, but the information or the data given and the way it is arranged is sufficient for us to solve this problem. So we have joined AQ. Also, you have to join AV. Have to join what? AV. So let's call here V and let's call here O. So join AV. Notice that we are told that A and B are tangent to the similar circle, and they are a tangent point of the line GF, and they are tangent to the similar circle at line GF is tangent to the similar circle at A and B. So which means a line drawn from V to A is perpendicular. And if you draw another line here to B, this point here, it is also perpendicular. So the first thing is, this is what you will do the first, to know that is the two lines AV and AO are perpendicular to the line GF. So once we have done that, the next thing is we are also to join BO. Where is BO? Here is B. I have done that. So, and I have already labeled H. So the next thing you have to do is to join the centers of the circle. Join the centers of the circle. Alright, sorry. We have joined the center of the circle, and this line QM is also perpendicular because this line QM is an angular bisector of HQ. I can call here any number, maybe I call it T. So QM is an angular bisector of angle HQT. So this line is perpendicular. and it is given to be sorry, this line is given to be 28, not 24. It is given to be 28. So let's proceed. It stay the same. So once we have joined all that is necessary, we have to give this side of the regular pentagon a variable. So let's say that the side of the regular pentagon, let the side length of the pentagon is regular, which means the sides are the side length are uniform. So let it be what? Let the side length of the regular pentagon be x. So here is x, here is x. So which means that that AM is equals to BM. AM is equals to BM is equals to SU over 2. This reason is because M is the midpoint of line A, midpoint of line AB. So M is the midpoint of what? Line AB. Alright, so in this case we have here to be SU over 2, here to be SU over 2. The next thing is we can now clean the board, so we have space. Clean here. We can find the value of x. So to do that, we use cosine rule for triangle QHA. Use cosine rule to find what? QA. Use cosine rule to find what? AQ. So from cosine rule we have what? We have that the square root of AQ, the square of the AQ is equals to 2s squared in bracket 1 minus cos 108, because they are equal side. So AQ squared is equals to 2s squared in bracket 1 minus 108 degree. So once we arrive at this point, the next thing is to simplify the multiply 2 with the result of 1 minus cos 108. Do that with your calculator. You have that AQ squared is equals to 2.6180 s squared. So in this case, I call this equation 1 for simplicity. So I have gotten this length AQ. Mind you that because here is tangent, here is tangent, here is tangent, any line drawn from Q to M will also pass through this midpoint, also pass between the two circles. Although we don't need it, but for you to know. So we can proceed. Alright, so from here you have to know that from triangle, the next thing is to find the value of x. So from triangle AMQ, which is a right angle triangle, AMQ, use what? Pythagoras theorem. So with Pythagoras theorem we can do that. We have that AQ squared is equals to AM squared plus what? Plus QM squared. So once you arrive at this point, the next thing is to substitute the values. values. Alright, from here we have that AQ squared from equation 1 is equals to 2.618x squared is equals to AM is equals to SU over 2 squared plus QM is given to be 28, so put 28x squared, 28 squared. So what next? Let me clean here. So bring the equation form in x up so we can have space. In this case you have 2.618s squared is equals to, remember, s over 2 squared. When you do the square, it will give us what? s over 2 is the same as 0.5 x squared plus what? 28 squared. So from here, the next thing is to multiply the terms in the bracket, squared, clear the square, clear the squared, and then find the square of 28. So from here we have 0.25x squared plus what? The 28 squared is equals to what? Is equals to 784. 2.618s squared. So once you arrive at this point, you collect like terms. You have 2.618s squared minus 0.25 s squared is equals to 784. Then bring s squared outside and have 2.618 minus 0.25 is equals to 784. So the next thing is to divide both sides of the equation by this value. You have 2.618 minus 0.25. Divide this by the same 2.618 minus 0.25. So when you do that, this will cancel out to give us s squared is equals to what? Use the calculator to solve the expression in the right hand side. So if you do that, you have that s squared is equals to 331.081081. So find the square root of both sides. You have s squared, s. If you find the square root of both sides, s will be equal to the square of, we are taking the positive sign because we are solving length, 081081. So what is the next? And then you have x to be equals to, or approximately equals to 18.1956 cm to 4 decimal places. So this is it. We will leave our answer should be in 1 decimal places. Once you arrive at this point, what is the next thing? We have gotten the value of x. So we obtain that x is approximately 18.1956 cm to 4 decimal places. So the first question is to find the value of CD, that is the length of the rectangle. The value of what? CD, which is the length of the rectangle. CD, and then the area of the rectangle. So we have obtained that x, which is AB, to be equals to what? This value. The next thing is, since x is equals to AB, which is equals to what? VO, which is VO is equals to 2R. Seeing it, which is equals to 18.1956 cm. So Since x is equals to this value, the next thing is to find the value of CD. Draw this line here. You see that is also the radius. This is equals to R. Draw another line here. Here is equals to R. So notice that CD is equals to 4R. It's equals to 4R, which is equals to 2 times 2R. That is 2 times X. This implies that CD is equals to 2 times 18.1956. And what do you have? Use your calculator. So from my calculator, I have 36.912 cm. So leave your answer to 1 decimal places. This means that CD is equals to 36.4 cm to 1 decimal places. You have gotten CD. The next thing is to find the area of triangle rectangle FDCG. We have gotten CD to be 36.4 cm to 1 decimal places. The next thing is to find the area of the what? Rectangle FDCG. So let's clean here. We have solved the first one. The first answer is what? CD is equals to 36.4 cm to 1 decimal place. So second one is the area. So we can find the area. Notice that AB is equals to what? AB is equals to FD. AB is equals to FD, which is equals to 2R, and this is equals to X. So since X is equals to, we got S to be 18.1956 cm. So we can find the area. The area is equals to CD multiplying what? FD, and we have CD to be, you still have to use this value. So you can, before you go into reducing it to 1 decimal, which is 18 point, because CD, you see, we got CD to be, our CD to be 36. Remember, before we approximate it, we get CD to be approximately equals to 36.3912 cm to 4 decimal places. This is what we got before we approximate it. So that is what you use before you, at the end of the answer, you can now approximate to 1 decimal place. So from here, CD is equals to 36.3912 times FD, which is 18.1956. So the area of the triangle, area of the rectangle FDCG is equals to, multiply these values. If you multiply it, you have 662.159.718.72 cm squared. So in that case, you have that the area of rectangle, therefore the area of rectangle FDCG is equals to what? Is equals to 662.2 cm squared to 1 decimal place. So that is the area of the rectangle FDCG. So that is the area you are asked to solve. So if you enjoy this lesson, before you go, please click the subscribe button to encourage me for more videos for your views. Go to our website at www.manzananews.com and then buy ebooks in geometry. It will help you a lot do well in your examination. Before you go, click the notification button, like and share. Then see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.